All right, this version of Driveway Shop. I'm in the driveway again. Imagine that. And today's project is card tables. My mom had these too. I'll tell you about this one in a moment. She said there are problems with them, and usually the legs fail, and I've had to bend these out. But that's not the problem with this one. Samsonite version, made in the USA. I don't know how long they've had it, but I don't know when the last one was made in the USA. But inspecting it, the first problem I noticed is a couple of these screws holding the top on have come loose. So that definitely isn't helping any. And then I forget which leg it is. Here we go. That is one. The weld is broken. The tops of these are just welded on. I'll probably buzz some weld on them here and here. But that one has failed. Looks like that one has failed. Wow. That one is done for. And so is that one. So it looks like a little bit of welding. And some screws are in order. All right. She said, just take them and toss them. But I got to looking at them because I like to fix things. This one is a little older. And I really want to fix it. Turns out it was my great-grandmother's. And this leg has fallen off. All of the mechanism down in here is fine. And the rivet's fine. But as you can see, the holes bored through the hollow leg just plumb wore out. Say plumb for my great-grandma or grandpa or even my parents, for their sake, although they'll probably never watch this. My parents, that is. Anyway, so the plan on this one, weld across there, drill out the rivet, run a bolt through, and we're done. And looking at the other ones, I don't see that issue, but I know how to fix it if they fail. So a super old card table and one that's maybe 20 years. Let's see what we can do about making them work. You just got to enjoy the construction of some of this old engineering. I mean, I get to looking at it, and there's a black clip here and one in the center on each. And then each foot, each leg, has a clip that's bent over. And those 8 points are all that hold it. So if I bend these up straight, these clips snap into the rail. So I bend those up and I can just take the top off. And then I can buzz this pin through with a saw. But even the legs, I mean, you got this button here, and the spring is just a loose fit piece of spring steel. Pretty nifty. Of course, this is just slightly different solution, but that one works. Costco brand. And they obviously last. So I'm going to bend those tabs up and pop the top off. Well, bending these tabs up is the idea. Those are pretty stiff. I'm going to have to get a big fat screwdriver or something. And there we go. Big fat screwdriver. Oh yeah. There's one. There's two. There's three. And four. Just like that. Yeah, see that? That's how it ought to look. That one looks good. Ooh, that one's missing. Focus. There we go. That one looks good. It's not worn at all. Same with this one. It looks good. And that looks good. So it's just that other one we need to deal with. Too bad that part failed, because the pin's in excellent condition. So now I just need to find a bolt to stuff in there. Just need to clean it up, run some weld across there, re-drill it. That should be all it needs. Portable welding table. And my torch holder. PPE. Move the steel heads. Okay. See if I got enough good grounding through this. There we go. Hopefully my fat head wasn't in the way. And you got to see all that wonderful sparking action. Now, buzz a little bit with the grinder, clean it up, stick it on the drill press and re-drill the hole. That'll be all she wrote. Might hit it with a little bit of primer. Alright, there's that. Okay. I've got the table swung out of the way because of the spring mechanism. Doesn't allow it to lay flat. See that? I can't get it very square. So I'll just hold it off of, I'll hold it flat to the table but sticking out. Let's see what happens. My arm in the way? I don't think so. That should take place of that rivet nicely. Pop that out here real quick. Oh, darn. Too large a diameter there. There it is. Just needed to push it out. Stuff a little wrench down on this. I got a lock nut. If this was going to be used a lot, I'd worry about putting on some washers, but frankly, I'm not too worried about it. I just got to get this nut in here. So let's see if I can find a hard way to do this. That's starting. I got more screws to go with these. And if I did it right, we should have separation. Haha. Look at that. All right. Now, this bugger we can set aside. Oh yeah. That corner's broken. That corner's broken. That corner's broken. And that one's broken. Funny how they're all the same spot. Huh. Well, I'll clean them off and weld them up. That's really all this guy needs. I'm all set up to stick these together. Of course, the factory weld is right here, but I'm going to run it all the way. Trying to push the puddle technique, but this may not be the right kind of metal to even bother with that on. And they may not necessarily be the prettiest welds, but for this application, I'm not even going to worry about it. That'll suffice. 2 down, 2 to go. Yeah. Just the opposite. Look at this doing it. I don't think better. One. And that's that. Then I'll hit it with some exact color match paint, and by that I mean primer and paint that I had on the shelf. Oh yeah, nobody will notice that. I'm just going to run the metal ones in first. Loosely. Just to make sure everything lines up. Figures. I rounded out the inside of my bit holder. How do you like that? Instant repair, look at that. Tighten up these center ones. Oh, look at that, I got one left over. Well, because I bought an extra in case I lost one. And there we have it. 2 repaired card tables. They were headed for the scrap pile. Little welding on the green one, little welding on that one and a bolt, a couple missing screws, piece of cake. Why toss them when you can fix them yourself? So I'll run them back to my parents and they should be tickled. Like I said, I'm not super worried about the ugly green one, but that one, being my dad's grandma's, yeah, it's a little more well built. And that's about it. We'll see you next time in the driveway shop. Thanks for watching.